Hello, this is Greg, and president of the company. I want to show you a quick video. There's a lot to show you, but I'll try to get through it very quickly on the exposure that you can get when you become an authority website. And our specialty is to help businesses, whether you're a plumber in Atlanta, a roofer in Chicago, a landscaper in San Diego, a dentist in Dallas, whatever you are, whatever business you're in, we can turn you into the authority in your business field. And your website, your presence will stand head and shoulders above all of your competitors, and you'll be able to capture the lion's share of businesses and consumers that are searching for your business online every month. And just want to show you a little bit briefly how we do that and what you can expect for results. Here's a map. This is Google Maps, and we're looking at Brunswick, Maine. A client is in Brunswick, Maine, and 30 miles away in Portland, way down here at the bottom of the screen, is the largest city in Maine. And the client has a smaller contracting business in Brunswick and wants to compete against the largest contracting businesses in Portland. And I'm going to show you all of these surrounding towns: Portland, Falmouth, Cumberland, Yarmouth, Freeport, Pownell, Windham, Durham, Lisbon, all around, and show you what we've done. This client's been with us. He's on his second month now. We're in the middle of the second month, and we'll show you what we've done for the client. And we work month after month after month, developing our clients into the online authority in their business field. So the client wanted to start. He said, hey, everybody knows me in my hometown. I don't really need that much exposure in my hometown. Everybody is aware of me. But I want to really get a lot of exposure in Portland. That's the largest city in the state, and that's where I want you to start. But go ahead and build my online presence for all of these surrounding towns and cities. But we want to start with Portland because that's where the biggest population base is. So when we look at drywall in Portland, Maine, in the #1 spot is the biggest drywall company in the state. Porter, they travel throughout the entire state of Maine, and they're in the #1 position. Timberland's in #2. And then 2 YouTube videos that we created for our client. Today is June 18th when I'm making this video. These 2 were created at the beginning of May. Client started in the beginning of May, and we made a couple of videos. And they are showing up for his primary search term, drywall, in Portland, Maine, largest city in the state. Those videos display his business, link to his website, and are lead magnets. Pull people in when they're searching for drywall in the Portland, Maine area. These videos get seen, and they click on over to his website, and he gets phone calls. If we scroll down now, here's the website we created for him. Our client did not even have a website when he came to us 6.5 weeks ago. We created a website as we do, and we're adding pages to it as we do. And here is a page of his website that is targeted for the Portland Drywall, Maine search phrase. So our client has 4 showings, the 2 YouTube videos, the home page of his website, and an inner page of his website. He has 4 showings on the first page for the search term drywall, Portland, Maine, and the biggest drywall company in the state only has 1. Now, it's going to take us a while to get him to the #1 spot, but we are confident we can get our client into the #1 spot, bump this Goliath of a competitor down from the #1 spot. But notice, even Porter only has 1 present on the first page, whereas our client has 4. Now, expanding out south of Portland is Cape Elizabeth, a bedroom community. Portland Headlight is in Cape Elizabeth, a very expensive waterfront community in the outskirts of Portland. He wanted to go after that as well. So here he is in the #1 spot for Cape Elizabeth, Maine drywall, or drywall, Cape Elizabeth, Maine. Just a juxtaposition of the search phrases, but he shows up in the #1 spot. Somebody copied, a spammer looking payday loans, copied his video to try to get it ranked, and when you click on that, the video doesn't come up. The spammer's been banned, but nonetheless, the spammer copied our video to try to grab some traffic. Our video is still there, by the way. The spammer's been banned, and that will drop from the search results here in the next few days. But here's a page that we created on our client's website that is targeted for the search phrase drywall, Cape Elizabeth, Maine. So he's showing in the #1 spot and the #3 spot as well. And when we scroll down, there's his big competitor. And again, nothing else on the page for the big competitor. So for Cape Elizabeth, our client's in the #1, #3. Falmouth, another bedroom community to the north of Portland. Cape Elizabeth was to the south of Portland, and our client is in the #1 position with his YouTube video. And we also created a page on his website. Here it is, right down below the Google Plus Local section, and the homepage of his website. So Porter, his big competitor, isn't even listed for Falmouth, and our client is in the #1 spot as well as the #6, #7 spot for Falmouth. Cumberland, similar results. Going back to the map, we're circling. Here's Portland, here's Falmouth, here's Cumberland. We're just working our way up towards Brunswick. And here's the Cumberland. Our client's video, links to his website, is in position 1. The page we created of his website targeting Cumberland is in position 2. The home page of his website is in position 3. And he owns most of the real estate above the fold on Google for the search phrase drywall, Cumberland, Maine. And again, his big competitor is nowhere to be seen. Wyndham, same thing. Sebago Lake is a very popular lake in Maine. Sebago and Moosehead are two big lakes, and there are a lot of wealthy people that come up from the cities in the south, Boston and whatnot, that have second homes on the lake in Sebago. The Wyndham area is right on Sebago Lake. He said, get me some exposure in Wyndham as well. So we created a YouTube video. Here it is. It's in position 2. And when we scroll down here, the page that we created on the website for him is down here in position 6. His homepage of his website that we created for him, position 7. So he has 3 exposures on the first page of the results for drywall in Wyndham, Maine. Gray, Maine, very small town. We haven't created a page in his website yet, nor have we created a video. But he is showing up in Google Plus Local here. Here's Porter, his big competitor. Yarmouth, same type of situation. Here's Porter, his big competitor. Here he is in Google Plus Local. Freeport, we did create, you may have heard of LL Bean. That's where Freeport is. Freeport, Maine, and this is the 2nd month, May 31st. We created that 19 days ago, and it's already in the #1 spot. And this again links to our client's website. It advertises his business, has his phone number in the video, encourages viewers to click on over to the website. And here he is in the first position, position A for Google Local Plus. Freeport is home of LL Bean. One of the largest employers in Maine, and Freeport has waterfront land. There are a lot of new homes being built in Freeport. Client wanted exposure there. So we, in the 2nd month, we created one of the 5 videos we created was for Freeport, and you can see the results already. Have not yet created a page for Freeport, so that's not showing up, but it will when we create it. Brunswick, here he is in his hometown, and again, he said, hey, I don't need much exposure in Brunswick. Everybody knows me here. But we did create a video. It's in the #1 position. Facebook competitors, #2. Service Magic, #3. Our client's in the #1 spot for Google Local Plus. And additionally, there's that spammer again that copied the video for payday loans to try to get traffic. A Manta citation for our client is on the first page for Brunswick. A Yelp citation for our client is on the first page for Brunswick. And a Portland, Maine Direct citation for our client is on the first page. So our client has 5 exposures on the first page for Brunswick. And he said, hey, don't worry about spending much time on Brunswick. Everybody knows me. But nonetheless, these things are just showing up. We're not really putting a lot of effort into getting him on the first page for Brunswick. Durham, here he is, small town, position A of Google Local Plus. Lisbon, again, Small town, no video yet, no website page, but he is on the first position for Google Local Plus. Let me go through these others very quickly. Lisbon Falls, same thing. Small town, first position for Google Local Plus. Bath, Maine, second position. Smaller town, that's where Bath Iron Works is. They create ships for the Navy, but he's in the second position for Google Local Plus. We haven't created a video yet or any pages. Bowdenham, Maine, small town. He's in position A for Google Local Plus. Phippsburg, small town. He's in the second position for Google Local Plus. Harpswell, again, small town. He's in the second position, position B for Google Local Plus. Now, Boothbay. Boothbay Harbor, very wealthy boating community. Lots of out-of-state homeowners come up and build a summer home on the water in Boothbay or Boothbay Harbor. The client, this is the second month again, May 31st. The client wanted to go after more exposure in the Boothbay Harbor area, so we created a video on the second month, and here it is showing up on the first page, as well as our client in position D for Google Local Plus. And the page that we created of the website is showing up as well on Google Local Plus. And continuing on, Boothbay, same thing. It's the same video. We organized it for Boothbay Harbor. We optimized it, but it's showing up for both Boothbay and Boothbay Harbor, and that's in position 1. Position 2 is the page we created of the client's website for Boothbay Harbor, and down here on the maps, he's in position D. So 3 exposures for Boothbay Harbor. Again, this is only the second month with this client. We continue to work to build our clients into the authority so that they get shown head and shoulders above all of their competitors for all the related search terms. Let me continue on very quickly. Different search term. Jello is a name brand. It's actually gelatin. Jello is made by one company and it's a name brand. Sheetrock is another word for drywall, but it's a name brand. Only one company makes sheetrock. Many companies make drywall. But we did optimize, created a video for sheetrock. Here it is, sheetrock, Portland, Maine. Here's his big competitor, number 1, but he's in number 2, as well as number 3, as well as number 4. So his big competitor is in number 1 spot. We have him 2, 3, 4, and that's the homepage of his website. We optimized a video for sheetrock, optimized his website as well. Another search phrase is wallboard. Wallboard in Portland, Maine. Here's his big competitor. Here's 2 videos, as well as scroll down here, the home page of his website and the page that we made for Portland, Maine. So he has 4 showings for wallboard Portland, Maine, and his big competitor has 1. Again, this is only 6 weeks of effort. We will turn him into the authority and eventually get him into the number 1 spot. But even now, after 6 weeks, he has quite a bit of exposure on the first page for the primary city, his primary search phrases. Gypsum board, same thing. Gypsum is the mineral that drywall is made out of, and it's also called gypsum board, although there's not nearly as much search traffic for gypsum board as there is drywall. But here's his big competitor. Here's our client's video in the number 2 spot. Plaster, same thing. Here's our client, the number 3 spot, and even the big competitor, Porter, is not in the number 1 or number 2, but our client is in the number 3 spot. That's the results that we've obtained for this client after 6 weeks. We work to optimize your website, build your website into an authority, build your business into the authority in your business field. And if you want to find out how we can do this for you so that you can capture the lion's share of new customers every month that are searching for what you offer, then visit our website, read what we can do for you, and don't be shy. Give us a call. We'd be happy to discuss it with you. That's all. Thanks for watching this video. I look forward to helping you grow your business.